And now I'm questioning if I should actually do master mode. I guess you'll just have to wait to find out. So if you couldn't already tell, I'll be spending 100 days in Terraria master mode. So this video is the sequel of my 100 day expert mode video, which took me 57 days to beat Moonlord, and by day 1 of master mode, I'm already dead. So instead of going back to the desert, I went to the left to go in a cave and find some chests. I found a boomerang, which would help me with some bosses, and then I went to mining some platinum ore. Platinum would allow me to make armor, which would help me survive situations like this. By the time I respawned, it was night, and I could not get back to mining. I just kept dying over and over again. By day 2, I finally got some more platinum, and I also started my base. On day 3, I got enough wood to start building my actual house, and on day 4, I started building my NPC houses. I also started building my arena for bosses. On day 5, I crafted cactus armor. With my new armor, I decided to explore the jungle. Since I couldn't explore the jungle for life crystals, I started digging my elevator to get life crystals. And on day 6, I finally found one. I also found a mushroom biome which had a cloud in the bottle in one of the chests, which allows me to double jump. On day 7, I found a chest with 8 platinum bars, and then there was a blood moon. I spent the whole blood moon getting life crystals, so by day 8 I had 400 health. I found a snowball cannon in an ice chest, and I thought that would be really useful for the Eye of Cthulhu. When I got home, I finally crafted the full set of platinum armor. On day 9, I expanded my arena and did some more exploring. When I got to day 10, I decided to go to the Sky Islands. Days 11 and 12, I went mining and exploring caves. I finally found a suspicious looking eye on day 13, so I can summon the Eye of Cthulhu. I easily defeated the Eye of Cthulhu and equipped its shield, which allows me to dash. On day 14, I crafted this slime crown to fight King Slime. I opened the treasure bag and I got the slime mount, which is exactly what I wanted. On day 15, I started to build my arena for the Eater of Worlds. On day 16, I drank all my potions and destroyed the last orb to summon the Eater of Worlds. I used a platinum bow and jester arrows so I can pierce through the body and damage multiple parts at the same time. I also used the slime mount so I can bounce on projectiles and not get damaged. I opened the treasure bag and got the worm scarf, which reduces damage by 17%, and I'll be using this for the rest of the playthrough. Day 17, I worked on my elevator, and by day 18, I was down to hell. And of course, the second I got there, I died to lava. When I got back down, I started mining some hellstone, and I immediately got attacked by this thing. While I was mining hellstone, I got this message, which was important for getting the goblin tinkerer. I thought I was gonna do pretty good on it, but then I started dying. A lot. When the goblin army was over, I went back to mining hellstone. After I thought I had enough, I went back home to make molten armor. On day 20, I made the boomerang I found on day 1 into a flamerang, which does 60 damage. Then I went looking for the goblin tinkerer. On day 21, I finally found him and bought his workshop and rocket boots. I made Spectre boots in the workshop by combining my Hermes boots and the rocket boots. These boots would allow me to run fast and fly, so I started building the arena for Skeletron. I'm just now realizing while editing this that my snowball cannon was doing literally 1 damage per hit, so enjoy me running around for no reason. It doesn't even matter because I ended up dying anyways. I used the workshop to upgrade my balloon so I can get better movement. I also made lightning boots, which made me a lot faster. On day 22, I made my arena bigger and summoned Skeletron one more time. This time I focused more on the hands first. When he started shooting his projectiles, I just flew around him and kept attacking him. After defeating Skeletron, I explored the dungeon. On my way down, I made sure to get water candles, which increases the spawn rate of enemies. On day 23, I found the Miramasa, which is needed to craft the Zenith. I also found a Shadow Key, which opens all chests in Hell. Days 24 to 25 I spent looting chests in Hell and also making my bridge for the Wall of Flesh. I also made sure to get the voodoo doll from one of the demons. And on day 26 I summoned the Wall of Flesh. I used grenades to get the hungries, and then I switched to the bow for the wall. I also used the demon scythe that I got from one of the demons to pierce through the hungries and get the wall at the same time. I ended up running out of bridge and dying. I ran out of bridge and died again. And it happened again. But finally on day 30 I defeated the Wall of Flesh. Since this is my first time on Master Mode, this is my first time using the goat skull, which looks really cool. I opened the treasure bag and got the warrior emblem, which increases melee damage by 15%, and I got the demon heart, which increased my accessory slot by 1. I spent day 31 building more NPC houses. On day 32, I destroyed demon altars so I can get hard mode ores. Once I got a mithril pickaxe, I went for titanium armor. On day 34, there was another goblin army. I got this really good bow that I ended up using a lot after this. After the goblin army, I tried to get some feathers so I can make wings. Day 35, I tried making a hole so I can get to the hollowed caves. I killed a unicorn which dropped a blessed apple, which lets me ride a unicorn. I knew I wasn't ready, but I still wanted to try fighting the twins, which means I'll be fighting the twins. The next night, the destroyer ended up spawning, which is another mechanical boss. I spent day 37 getting souls of light, so on day 38 I made the key of light and fought a hollowed mimic. I'm doing this because it has a 25% chance of dropping the dataless stormbow, which I'll be using to fight the destroyer. And then I made the worst mistake of this challenge. I tried getting the Rod of Discord, which is a 1 in 400 chance of dropping by the Chaos Elemental. Every one of these clips are on a separate day. This started on day 38. On day 49, I found an Amarok, which is a 1 in 300 chance, and it's actually a pretty good weapon. On day 58, I found the Skeleton Merchant, and I got the Yo-Yo Glove and the Counterweight from him. These two items allowed me to do a lot more damage with the Amarok. I know I should have just given up, but since I already went for so long, I decided to stop when I actually got the Rod of Discord, and on day 62, I finally got the Rod of Discord. When I got back home, it was raining slime, so I decided to fight King Slime. I fought the Hollowed Mimic a few more times until I got the Daedalus Stormbow. I didn't have a lot of money, but I did upgrade it a few times using the Goblin Tinkerer. Day 63, I went to the ocean to fight some sharks so I can get some shark fins. I needed 5 shark fins to make the mega shark, which I'll be using for the other mechanical bosses. Day 64, I started farming unicorn horns for holy arrows. Holy arrows make stars drop from the sky which do extra damage, which will help with the destroyer. I accidentally got a giant harpy feather which is a 1 in 200 chance of dropping, so I made the harpy wings. And somehow I got another one. On the night of day 65, I summoned the destroyer for the first time. I wasn't paying attention, so I died by the head. Day 66, I drank potions and I tried fighting the destroyer again. I was doing really good, but I ran out of time and the destroyer ended up leaving. While I was playing days 68 to 70, my thing got unplugged, so it stopped recording. It doesn't really matter though, because all I did was summon the destroyer a few times and I died every time. On day 71, I fished so I can make better potions, and I fought the hollowed mimic one more time, so I can get more greater healing potions. On the night of day 71, I drank my new potions and summoned the destroyer one more time. I lost the file again for day 72, but it doesn't really matter because all I did was craft the Mega Shark. With my new Mega Shark and Cursed Bullets, I fought Skeletron Prime. At first I used my Daedalus Stormbow so I can damage every part of Skeletron Prime at the same time, but later on I switched to just the Mega Shark. I wasn't doing very good and I ran out of gold, so I couldn't heal from the nurse and I ended up dying. Day 73, I got to fight the twins again. I only focused on Spasmatism, the green one first, and when I defeated that one, I would move to Retinazer, the red one. I guess I got out of range and Retinazer ended up despawning. On day 74, Skeletron Prime spawned again. On day 75, I summoned the twins again and made sure not to let them despawn. On day 76, I made the pickaxe axe and went straight to mining chlorophyte. I also found some life fruit, which increased my max life. By day 77, I had enough chlorophyte to make full chlorophyte armor. I started making my arena for Plantera on day 78. I also summoned and defeated Queen Bee for the first time. I built a house for the nurse, so if I needed to heal, I could easily heal. On day 82, I summoned Plantera for the first time to test my arena. I actually did better than I expected, making it pretty far into the second phase. I thought I was ready, so on day 83 I drank potions and fought Plantera one more time. I had my nurse if I needed her, but she died, so I was pretty much on my own. Even without my nurse, I still managed to beat Plantera. I spent day 84 getting life fruits so I can get more max life. And then I entered the temple. When I got back home on day 85, there was a solar eclipse. I used the solar eclipse to farm Mothrons so I can get the broken hero sword. 2 of the Mothrons I killed dropped the Eye of Cthulhu, which doubled my damage for the yo-yo. The last Mothron finally dropped the broken hero sword, which was needed for the Terra Blade. I made the Knight's Edge, and on day 86, I fought Golem for the first time. I died to the Golem, and the same day I fought the Destroyer during a blood moon, which was a bad idea. On day 87, I defeated the Destroyer again, and made the True Knight's Edge, which took 20 of each type of soul. With the True Knight's Edge, Broken Hero Sword, and True Excalibur, I made the Terra Blade. I tried fighting Golem again, but I died. On day 88, I opened the biome chest in the dungeon. I don't know what I did so differently this time, but on day 89, I defeated Golem. On day 90, I tried fighting the lunatic cultist. I ended up dying at the end because I wasn't paying attention. I crafted chlorophyte bullets because using cursed bullets takes way too long. On day 91, I fought the lunatic cultist again, but this time I used chlorophyte bullets, which go straight to him. Chlorophyte bullets do less damage than cursed bullets, but it's better for him because his hitbox is so small. This time I easily beat him and the celestial pillars spawned in. I went to the vortex pillar first so I can craft the vortex beater after. With the vortex fragments, I made the vortex beater, which does 60 damage and it has a 66% chance to save ammo. On day 92, I worked on destroying the rest of the pillars. On day 93, I found the shimmer, which I used to increase my defense by 4 and increase my life regeneration. On day 94, I destroyed the final pillar. And then I got this message. I paused the game right here because I completely forgot that Moon Lord is going to spawn in less than 1 minute. I frantically tried to get all my potions and sort my inventory as fast as I could. And on day 94, I thought I was ready and fought Moon Lord. I managed to get all the eyes, but I got hit by the laser, and when I went back home I could not find the nurse. I went back home to try to find the nurse to heal, and I died by the laser. The nurse was literally right there. I have no idea how I didn't see her. I fought some hollowed mimics so I can get more money to heal from the nurse. I also fought golems so I can get even more money. On day 95, I thought I was ready. I drank all my potions and summoned Moon Lord one last time. You guys really have no idea how this felt. It took me a whole year to come back to Terraria Master Mode, and I finally did it. I opened the Moonlord treasure bag, and I got the SDMG, which is the best gun in the game. I also equipped the Celestial Starboard, which is the best way to fly. On day 96, I fought Moonlord again so I can craft more armor. I opened the treasure bag and I actually got both swords needed for the Zenith. I crafted the full set of vortex armor, which would increase my range damage by a lot. On day 97, I started a Martian invasion. If you're wondering why I'm doing this Martian saucer actually drops one of the swords needed to craft the Zenith. On the 4th Martian saucer, I finally got the sword I needed. I went to the dungeon to get some ectoplasm, which was needed to craft the Pumpkin Moon medallion. When I was done with the Martian invasion, I started the Pumpkin Moon. And if you couldn't already tell, this was needed for another sword for the Zenith. I defeated my first pumpkin, but it didn't drop the sword, but luckily on my second, it actually did drop it. I went to summon Plantera for the Seedler, which was another sword needed for the Zenith, but this ended up happening. I had to kill Plantera 7 times, including the first time, to finally get the Seedler. And then I needed the Beekeeper dropped by Queen Bee. And the final sword I needed for the Zenith was the Enchanted Sword. And on day 98, with only 2 days left to spare, I crafted the Zenith. And of course I got the legendary modifier, the best modifier on it. I decided to destroy basically everything with my new legendary Zenith. On day 99, I beat Moonlord again with the Zenith. Then I crafted full solar flare armor, which would increase my melee damage even more. I was gonna try to beat all the remaining bosses, so I got a truffle worm so I can summon Duke Fishron. On the night of day 99, I tried fighting the Empress of Light with just my gun. I thought I was gonna die in the end, so I switched to my Zenith and I still died. I respawned and went to the ocean to use my truffle worm as bait, and I fished up Duke Fishron. I went to a demon altar to craft a deer thing so I can summon deer clops. After deer clops, I summoned Queen Slime. On day 100, I tried finding the Tavern Keep so I can summon the Old One's army. I couldn't find him, so I just fought Empress of Light again. thought I was gonna die again, so I switched to my zenith and killed her. I got home and placed my final trophy down. And that's it, 100 days of Terraria Master Mode. If you enjoyed, I would really appreciate it if you liked this video and maybe even subscribe to me. I know I don't upload a lot, but if this video does good or my channel does good after this, I will definitely post a 100-day playthrough of Calamity Mod, or maybe just a normal playthrough of Calamity Mod. Or I can just do some random challenges. I don't really know yet, but if you guys have some ideas, then definitely comment them. All I know for sure is that I'm going to be doing a Calamity Mod video. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in Calamity Mod.